NASCAR Race Day Reset. Smoke has caught fire at the right time. He is the only winner in 2 chase races, and he now is your points leader. And this is the farthest back that 5-time champion Jimmy Johnson has ever been at this point in the chase. But he is far from out of it yet, and he will join us on race day. The Magic Mile of Loudon, New Hampshire was good to many chasers, yet tough on many chasers. And now they are taking on a much different mile at Dover as we go 400 tough miles on the Monster. Welcome back once again, everybody. Joe Gibbs was one of the hardest working and most successful coaches in the NFL, but he said the football coach had it easy when compared to a Sprint Cup crew chief. It's a darned if you do, darned if you don't job. The better your driver is, the tougher your job is. As this year's chase started, many observers had Stewart-Haas crew chief Dariun Grubb out the door at season's end. Now he's back to being considered one of the best on pit road. Matt Clark is a former Sprint Cup pit crew coach, and he talked to Dariun in the hub.
The third-place car of Tony Stewart is in serious trouble.
These guys have lost their way.
Oh, yeah.
They have absolutely lost their way. They've got to stop that slide somewhere.
How did you handle those dark days? Did you ever lose confidence in yourself and your ability to be the crew chief of Tony Stewart?
Yeah, definitely did. You start second-guessing everything when you have those weekends where you just can't seem to make anything go right. You can't win. You can't get the car to be as fast as you want. You can't get the driver as comfortable as he needs to be in the race car. And you start doubting yourself. You start doubting your teammates. You start doubting everybody around you and every little thing. Is this what's holding us back? What kind of helped bring me around on that was sitting down and talking with Tony and him saying, you are the guy. We still believe in you. Let's do what we got to do to get this thing back rolling again.
How long did you have that self-doubt before Tony came to your rescue, so to speak, and said, Dariun, you're my guy? Because he said it all along publicly, but do you think he ever lost faith in you?
I really don't think so. It probably went on for about 2 months of myself, just the self-doubt of what was going on in the middle of the season. We couldn't get top 10s, and you know Tony is one of the best drivers out there. You start really wondering, what is wrong that we can't get these top 10s that we need to get? You try something every week to try to fix it, and if you don't get the success that week, you know you can scratch that one off the list and try to find something else.
Did you ever feel that your job was on the line, that you had to perform to keep your job?
It's one of those things, working with the people around you, no, but listening to the media, yes. Of course, with nowadays, the days of Twitter and Facebook and all the postings and the way the media runs everything around the events, it's always there and it's always shoved in your face. If you're not getting the performance, you know it. Whether you feel down or not, you're going to get to feel down if you listen to all those things. So just trying to stay around the guys we worked with and stay in a tight-knit group. We still went to lunch every Tuesday and Wednesday together, talked about the weekend, and did a lot of things together to where we knew we were all fighting for the same things. We knew that we're doing the right things to try to get better, so you just try not to let those outside distractions get you down.
Obviously, you've won 2 races at the start. Is it better to open up the chase strong or finish out strong?
Hopefully it's going to be both. Definitely leading off strong has really helped us as an organization because we had been picking up the slack. We've been getting better and better, and now that proves that we can win. We're leading off the chase by having the attitude that wins are capable out of Stewart-Haas Racing and what we're doing. You still going into the next week, you reset to 0 again. You had a good week, you've got confidence, you got your morale of your team built up. But if you go in and you start getting too cocky, that's when you get knocked right back down. This sport changes way too quick. There's too many cycles to go through. We know now that we have 8 more weeks we have to perform just as good as we did those 2 weeks that we pulled the wins off. Keeping ourselves on the nice, calm, even demeanor, that's what we really need to do to be able to make sure we are contenders for the championship.
And there is no question that the social media has changed the landscape, because a lot of times you can sit around all day long if you want to and read about how you're going to lose your job in NASCAR. But Kenny, for Dariun Grubb, he's got a double-edged sword right there because he's got a great driver and a great organization, but he's no question one of the greatest crew chiefs out there right now.